Hakeem with Auto Fix Pal. Got some new tools. Let's open it up. That's it. That's what we got here. Sizes 10 through 19, I believe, are there. Made in Taiwan. Deep spline drive with 180-degree locking flex heads, extra long for deep reach, 15-degree swing arc for hard to reach tight spaces. Stop ring ensures that the wrench will not slip below the head of the fastener. 72 teeth ratcheting system for high torque. Quick change, reverse lever, high density foam tray. Don't do this, don't do that. Don't do all the stuff that you would normally do. Who needs that crap? I'm gonna do it anyway. Lifetime warranty. Look at that, not bad. 17 and 19. See that? Yeah, that focus. Stamped 19mm offset head. Spline drive. Oh, it does have a stop in the back of there. Look in there. You can see it'll stop you from going too far. Alright. It's got the reverse lever. These aren't quite like the ones that my coworker has. These are a little different. Got the direction lever. That's pretty stiff. What's up with that? Do I have to warranty this out already? Let's try this one. Yeah, that's really stiff. This isn't quite the same set. Or is it? I don't remember it being like that. I'll have to check his, but you got the pivoting with a locking flex head. Hopefully this will loosen up. That's pretty stiff. If not, wow, I can't even move this one. This one may have to go back. Yeah, it's really sturdy. I mean, I have the Easy Red long breaker bar with the locking flex head. And that's really sturdy. The locking mechanism is really sturdy on them. I'm not impressed by the direction lever. It's pretty stiff. Can't even move it. Look at that. Come on. The ratcheting mechanism is nice. It's smooth. You know, it works good. They even put the little I guess you could call it like a gnarled edge. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Is it focusing? Yeah, they put like a little gnarled edge around the edge of the direction lever so that you can switch the directions easily, but you can't even move it with this part. Look at that. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to warranty this one. I'm not feeling that. For the price, these weren't bad. I think they were like $170. Yeah, around $170. So it's not too bad for the price. But I'm disappointed that the levers, the direction switching levers, are very stiff. Let's cover what's in the box right now. Comes with this case, this hard rubber foam Well, it's not really hard, but it's rubber foam case to hold it, which is pretty nice. Sit it in your box and it'll, you know, keep your wrenches organized nicely. It will take up a lot of space in your toolbox though. You'd be better off getting a wrench rack where you can just sit your wrenches like this back to back. It'll take up less space in your toolbox. You know, something that'll stack them like that. Alright, one thing that I do want to point out that's worth mentioning about these wrenches are that they are very thick and very sturdy. I don't have any wrenches that are this thick. This is an 8mm, 10mm. Look how thick the beam is on that. That's a solid wrench. I mean, beside the issues with the lever, the direction lever on some of these wrenches, this one doesn't have any issues with the direction lever. Look how thick that is. Like, come on, I'm gonna put this next to my finger and you can see. My finger isn't the thickest, but it'll give you a good reference. Let's put it next to a razor blade or something. This is a rusty razor. Look how thick that wrench is. And they're all thick. I don't know if they're thicker, if like the 19mm is thicker than the 10mm. No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like they're all the same thickness. But just look at that. Those are thick wrenches. Like, even if it was like a 24mm and they was this thick, I'd be happy with that. I have a set of Tekton wrenches with the flex heads. They are not locking flex heads, but they are not this thick. This is really thick. This is really sturdy. Like, this wrench is not going to be flexing on you and moving around on you while you're using it. But we will have to warranty out the ones that are broken. Right, we'll give them a call and see how they handle this warranty situation. Actually, let me do that now and I'll report back, because how a company handles their warranty is also very important. You want that to be an easy, smooth process, especially with tools that you plan on using on a regular basis. Okay, so Monday I received the Easy Red 5-piece flex head extra long ratcheting wrench set. Double box in, ratcheting, flex head, locking position with the flex head. And 2 of the wrenches were defective. The directional lever was very stiff and very difficult to switch directions. So I called them up same day and spoke with someone. She told me that she would have somebody call me back. Within 20 minutes, she did have somebody call me back, and they told me to send an email with the pictures of the defective wrenches. And that was Monday. I believe it was February the 28th. Well, anyway, it was Monday this past week, and today is Saturday. I received the new wrenches, shipped out of New York. I'm in New Jersey, so that's not too bad. It should have been here sooner since I am in New Jersey. But anyway, I got it in a week, so let's open it up and see what they sent me. Alright, let's make sure that they work. Hopefully these are not stuck as well. That would suck. 17 and 19. Okay, that one works. Alright, so this is the 19mm end. That works pretty good. It's nice and smooth. This is a little different than the one that I sent them. Alright, so this is the replacement 19mm end. Direction lever is nice and smooth. Much better than the other one. This is actually a different design than what I received originally. The one that I have, I don't believe that the directional lever is recessed, and I'm also missing the stop on the back of the ratchet. On the back of the box end, there's a stop on the one that I have to prevent, like if you had a bolt to prevent it from going all the way through. I kind of like this design better because it has the direction recessed, but now I have some mismatched wrenches and I like this one better. I need to be able to get all of them swapped out somehow. I'll contact them about that and see if I can get the updated design and send them the other ones back. 17mm works smooth. Recessed direction lever. This is nicer. I like this one better. And there is the part number, WRM1719. Now let's check out the other one. Alright, so this is the 16mm by 18 millimeter. Easy red. There's the part number WRM 1618, and the 16 is nice and smooth, no issues. Same thing, new design, recessed direction lever, 18 millimeter. Oh, we have an issue. See, look at that. I can't switch the direction on this one, and that's the problem I was having. That's the problem I was having with the original wrenches. I can't even move that. There we go. Now it's moving. I'll lube it up, use it for a little while, see how it works out. If it jams up again, it's working good now. Alright, so the 18 millimeter seems to be working okay now. I'll keep it, use it. If it acts up again, I can always warranty it again. But now I got these nicer wrenches with the recessed head, with the recessed direction lever, and I have the other ones that don't have that recessed lever. I gotta figure out a way to get this switched out somehow, some way. I'm gonna call them up, shoot them an email over, and see if I can swap them out, swap out the other two, well, the other three wrenches. I mean, overall, the wrench seems to be of pretty good quality. They're good wrenches. They're really thick, really sturdy. That's what I liked about these wrenches. When I saw my co-worker's wrenches, I was like, man, these are really nice. His didn't have any issues. His was working great. And he had this set right here with the recessed lever. That's why I said earlier in the video that I thought these wrenches that I have look a little different than what he has. And this is the style that he has right here. You can see the differences between the two heads on the ratcheting ends. This is the old style. I contacted Easy Red. Well, they sent me an email, because I sent them an email saying that, hey, I want this style here. This is what's supposed to be in the box. And that's what's actually pictured in the box, but this is what I received. And they said normally we don't, we don't exchange wrenches, because the only reason they would normally exchange a wrench is if it's broken. But they said they'll make an exception this time and they'll just swap it out for me. I just have to send in the wrenches. Alright, so let's take some measurements of the heads. As far as length is concerned, they're the same length. 17 and 19 wrench is the same length. Old style and new style, same exact length. 16 and 18 inch, 16 millimeter and the 18 millimeter wrench, same exact length. Old style and new style. But the head thickness, there is a difference. You can see there's a difference in the thickness. The older one is a little thicker than the new one. We're gonna measure the difference, get some numbers, and see what we got. Zero it out. .16 millimeters, 23.15 millimeters. That's what we got. And we have 20.96 millimeters for the new style. So there's about a 2 to 3 millimeter difference between the two. That's not a whole lot, but I prefer there not be that difference. And I can see where the difference is made at right there. This section here on the newer wrench is actually a little wider than this section on that one. So that's a little slimmer there, and it's a little wider here, but it doesn't have the direction lever externally. So that's why there's only a 3 millimeter difference. But anyway, I'm still swapping them out. I like the way this one looks better anyway. I got some dirt in there. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm swapping it out because I like this style better. It looks better. It's 3 millimeters thinner. And that's what I want to do. They could do a little better on the quality control. That's not the greatest. I'm a little, doesn't bother me that much. See, like this one, you can barely see the, it's not even really stamped all the way on the top. Look at that. There's no line on the D or the top of the E or or the R. Alright, so we are going to compare this set to the Tekton set that you see up here. These are not locking, but these are flex head, similar design, double boxed in. They don't have the offset like the Easy Reds, and I prefer the offset. These are not as thick as the Easy Red ratchets. That could be an advantage or a disadvantage depending on how you look at it. 8mm, or is that 10mm? Okay, 8mm to 8mm. Big difference. But this doesn't lock. It does not have a floppy flex head, and all of the flex heads on this Tekton set feel consistent. They all feel like they have about the same amount of tension. Every single one of these wrenches feel like they have about the same amount of tension on the flex head section. There isn't one that feels tighter or looser than the other. Maybe by a little bit. I'm sure if there was a way to measure it. I'm sure there is a way of measuring it. But if I measured it, I'm sure that would be pretty close. Very consistently built. The stampings on the Tekton set. Label stamps. Can I focus on that? Is it focused? Very consistent. Nicely defined. These are pretty good wrenches. I like these better because they're more sturdy. Look at the size difference in the thickness. This feels really beefy when you're using it. You don't feel like you want to break it. These feel like when you put a lot of torque on it, it just flexes a little bit and it feels like something's going to break, especially when you're using the bigger sizes. The smaller sizes is not really an issue. Want some numbers? Alright, let's get some measurement numbers. Zero that out. Let's do the body first. This is the 8 and a 10. This is the 8 and a 10. Let's get that out of the way. We have 7.71 millimeters thick. 7.71 for the Easy Red. 4.10 for the Tekton. This set was less expensive than the Easy Red set. It's a 6-piece. This has sizes 9 and 11 that the Easy Red set does not have. The Tekton set has it all. Has every size, no skips. 8 all the way to 19. However, the Easy Red set is longer. Every single wrench is longer. The 8 and 10, you can see, Easy Red's a little longer. Let's measure the head thickness. So let's zero it out again. Well, we got 16.66 millimeters. We'll just call it 16.6. And we have 7.68 on the Tekton. 16.6. 7.6. But anyway, Easy Red's longer, locking flex head, reversible direction. It has to be reversible direction because it has that offset. Which one should you get? The Tekton or the Easy Red? This one has its purpose. This one has its purpose. Get them both if you can. This is a nice set. I mean, it's a little thin, but it's a good set. And it's 6-point. This is a 6-point set. So you're not going to round anything off with this. This is a spline drive set. Now, spline drive, I was a little skeptical of it. I didn't really have many spline drive tools, but it works good. I haven't rounded anything with it, and I've put a lot of torque on some of these wrenches. I've only used this set for a few days. I've only used the Tekton, the Easy Red for a few days. I think I used the 18 and the 16. It worked out alright. Spline drive works pretty good. And I have a spline drive gear wrench set, 120 XP set. That's a really nice set. I didn't do a review on that yet, but I want to use it a little bit longer before I do a full review on it. And I'm really pleased with my not the Easy Red, with the gear wrench 120 XP flex head set. I really like that set. But back to this. Alright, so this one, longer. Alright, so let's move on to the next size. I don't even have this size, 9 and 11 millimeter. An Easy Red. So let's get that out of the way. Let's go with the 14 and the 12. Let's compare the two. Easy Red is still longer. To make sure that they're leveled out against each other. Easy Red is just a little bit longer, as you can see. I'd say probably about an eighth of an inch longer. Yeah, about an eighth of an inch longer. No big deal. Thickness. Let's do the body. Let's zero this out. 4.92 millimeters. 7.67 millimeters. We have 19.35 millimeters. 9.1 millimeters. 7.61. Yeah, 4.9. It's zeroed. 6.4 millimeters. 7.4 millimeters. 6.4 versus 7.4. That's a 1 millimeter thickness. For some reason, the Easy Red wrench feels like it's a lot more than 1 millimeter thicker than this zeroed out 7.8, 5.0, zeroed out 6.5 for the Tekton, 7.4 for the Easy Red. You know, I like the Tekton wrenches because they're slim, flexible, get them into a lot of places, and they're 6-point. Most ratcheting wrenches are not 6-point. And check out the ratchet. Check it out close up. You know, it's got the design that's meant to grab the sides of the fasteners versus the corner. And you can tell because it's got the hollowed out corners. It's like it's rounded out in the corners. So it's meant to grab the sides of the fastener instead of the edges. Most sockets have that feature nowadays. That's nothing really to brag about. Alright, I'm all out of useful information about these products. So which one should you get? Get them both, man. I think this set was I don't remember the price offhand, but the price will be right there. That's the price. So, and this is the price for the Easy Red set right here. If you like my videos, click the like button. Like my channel, please subscribe, and make sure you leave your comments down below. Comments, suggestions, criticisms, whatever. You know, just leave it down below in the comment section. Thank you.